The Biblical Book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 8 says, Jesus Christ, the same yesterday and today and forevermore. You probably can't see it because it's flipped around, mirror-like. This video is going to be titled, Me versus Yo Pale Jesus, Part 4 of Infinity. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. My dear sister light. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the significance of my 4? The somatic divine task and the divine task. What are the divine tasks? The divine tasks are reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, reestablishment. What are the somatic divine tasks? The somatic divine task, replenishment, regeneration, restoration, renewal. Replenishment, solar plexus. Regeneration, sacral. Restoration, root. Renewal, the earth. Reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, reestablishment, you. So, the basis of this video and why I read that Bible verse. I personally subscribe to a cosmic Jesus, while you all personally subscribe to a Christian Jesus. You all subscribe to a Christian Jesus. I subscribe to a cosmic Jesus, or Yahusha, or Yeshua, or Yahweh. Here's the thing. All three of those names are Hebrew. Hebrews 13:8. All three of those names, Yahweh, Yeshua, and Yahusha, are Hebrew. Hebrew is also Jewish. Jewish is Hebrew. So that means Yahweh, Yeshua, and Yahusha are Hebrew Jewish names of the King of all kings, the one who stays the same today and forevermore, and for all the days of his life, or all the days of eternity. I'm just going to be tossing things out to solidify this here battle, because now I'm ready to win, even though it's going to take a little bit while longer to really overthrow your mental captain. Because your mental captain right now, or your mental leader, or your mental ruler of the artificial you is this white Jesus lie. That there, right there, the white Jesus is the embodiment of every single lie you have in the world currently, plagiarizing your mind, heart, psyche spaces. This is why the white Jesus is who my army is going up against. Me versus him, or me versus it. Your white Jesus is the leader of the entire fake mentality plagiarizing your mind, heart, psyche spaces, where I am the leader, so-called leader of all of your natural thoughts, trying to restore and or fix and or reclaim your mind, heart, psyche space. I am the natural leader, or I am a natural thought leader, whereas your Jesus image is an artificial thought leader, the artificial thought leader. So who's going to win in this final battle right here? Me. Why? Because I know how to beat him. Just by saying the words out loud to the ears and the people of yea who need to hear the words for my victory over this fake ruler of yours to manifest. If this makes sense to you thus far. So, reawakening, what does it consist of? Tossing the seeds out here, tossing the spiritual seeds out here is the reawakening. The spiritual reawakening, the global spiritual reawakening. Just tossing the seeds out here as to how and why and or the awareness of your mind, heart, psyche space. That's what I'm doing here. The reincarnation, planting the seeds, fusion, meaning you accept, simply accept the simple fact that God is emotion. The true God is your only emotion. What you feel like, God. God feels good all the time. Or should I say God is good all the time and all the time God is good. So that means your emotion, your one human emotion is good all the time, and all the time that one human emotion is good. You got a God emotion. Or what kind of cool titles can you give your one emotion? What is the full definition of the word God or the title God? the creator and ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme being. Doesn't say anything about immoral authority. So that means if you have a God emotion, that means you have a moral emotion, and your emotion is the source of your moral authority. Your one emotion, the one emotion that all human beings have truly, is the source of all moral authority. Didn't say nothing about the source of all immoral authority. It says the source of all moral authority. That one emotion you have is God, literally. Next thing to say, reincarnation, resurrection. Resurrection. Where do I get the resurrection from? Why do I keep saying like resurrection? The video game called Street Fighter 3. There's a villain, a boss villain on there named Gil, who embodies the protonic water and the electronic fire in his one vessel to become this super duper fighter guy who can shoot either a fireball at you or a ice ball at you. Somewhat cool, I guess, but it's senseless. It doesn't make any sense. It's just more entertainment that doesn't make any sense. They love to give you entertainment that doesn't make sense. They love to ensure that your mind is consuming what doesn't make sense all day long. What doesn't make sense, they just wrap it up in entertainment and fighting games and video games and all types of other distractions from the entertainment field of Belief System Pillar 4. Belief System Pillar 4 is what I classify as the nerd geek culture. This belief system pillar categorizes the rich, middle class, and all of ye who have been poverty-stricken only due to the white folks' colonization worldwide, meaning we only have rich folks due to colonization. We only have middle class people due to colonization. We only have poverty-stricken people due to colonization worldwide. Should we have any of them? No. You want to know what we should just have? A world for the soul, and or God's world. Did you notice this entire world is technically one country? Did you notice that? There are about 12 different supercontinents that I just studied about, like the Colombian supercontinent. Was more than just Pangea that they had described when our planets were, or when the planets, the continental plates were all one. There was more than just one supercontinent. Here's a couple of them that I took some notes on. You got the Valbara supercontinent. That was in the Paleo-Archean eon, 3.6 to 3.2 billion years ago. You have the Kenorland supercontinent in the Neo-Archean era, 2.8 to 2.5 billion years ago. Columbia supercontinent, the one I was talking about, in the Orosirian period, 2.5 billion years ago to 1.5 billion years ago. These continents broke apart and were shattered and were split up due to the reason why there is this here white Jesus as your artificial thought leader in the first place. That their entity, meaning the reason why there's a white Jesus thought leader, why there's an artificial white Jesus thought leader plagiarizing your mind, heart, psyche, space currently, the reason why that their image is there, that their idol is there, is the one that caused all of our supercontinents to break up. Or all of our classified supercontinents. Here's another one. Rodina. It's called the Motherland Birthplace supercontinent. Happened, or it was connected in the Stenian period, Stenian, 1.2 billion years ago to 900 million years ago. 900 million years ago. Remember, every 1,000 millions is 1 billion. Every 1,000 millions is 1 billion. And this here world was born, according to this information, 4,000 million years ago. Does that make sense? It shouldn't, because I should have just said 4 billion, not 4,000 million, right? Moving along. There's another one called the Pannotia or Vendian supercontinent. Pannotia spelled P-A-N-N-O-T-I-A, and the other one spelled V-E-N-D-I-A-N. And it also, this one was formed in the Dia Quran period, 600 million years ago. And it's also the Greater Gondwana supercontinent. Multiple supercontinents, you see. And the Pangea supercontinent, as far as that one, was in the Paleozoic era. The Paleozoic era, scratch Paleozoic, Mesozoic era, 251 million years ago. Mesozoic era was when the Pangea supercontinent was born, together, united, manifest. So, Travis Ramsey, which is my name, or my government name. I personally would not like to even have a name anymore, but that's another story. Me versus your Jesus Christ. I'm just going to call him Jesus Christ for this video to let you know exactly who I am talking about and why I'm talking about this person. Me versus the artificial idol leader plagiarizing your mind, heart, psyche spaces currently. Here's how I'm going to win it. By telling you to stop letting it do so. Stop letting it do what? Plagiarize your mind, heart, psyche spaces. How is this here artificial Jesus? How is this artificial white Jesus plagiarizing your mind, heart, psyche space? First off, it's a lie. And every detail of its imagery is a lie. For starters, the name Jesus shouldn't even exist for this here King of Kings in the physical form. The name Jesus, let's never forget, didn't even come out until the 17th century when they used the ships to pick us up in one named Jesus. Because don't forget, evil all feels like good's salvation is suffering to death endlessly. The concept of evil seeing salvation for the people it's targeting are the people suffering needlessly to death. That's your salvation, especially when they have this entire world conditioned to self-destruct. You follow what I'm saying? Notice every time they march across the world to gather a group of black people together to conquer them, so to speak, and then name the area in which they conquered them in a country, notice they become independent once they are all wired to self-destruction. Once all of the people thereof are wired towards self-destruction, the so-called, I'm just going to call them the devil's sword. The devil's sword then brands those people in that specific area or region of land as independent. You don't need to do too much to them anymore because they're already killing themselves as you want them to do. As you wanted them to do. Violent black people in this world, all because of the grounds we all stand on. Black people breaking into homes and trying to rob people in their homes, all due to the grounds we're standing on. Where are we getting our messages from? Why are our messages coming from there? Who's telling us to believe in the things that we believe in? Why are they telling us to believe in these things? What are they doing as we believe in these things? What are these things that we are believing in driving us to do and or pushing us to do and or making us want to do with our lives and ourselves? What are they? What are they doing? It should be obvious by now that every trace of this world's principle or foundation or system of beliefs was specifically designed to drive every single thing it speaks to and or touch to extinction. It's specifically designed, once again, to drive every single thing it touches and or speaks to towards extinction. Notice this. The devil's sword are just a group of people. Notice this. The entirety of the oppressive body of the world are just a group of people. You want to call people reptilians, or you want to call a portion of the oppressive body reptilians, you can do whatever you want. Just because of that, I want to throw this theory out here. I believe, personally, the dinosaurs were hybrid humans, or human hybrids, meaning giants and Amazons mixing with certain animals that existed to create dinosaurs in our past days. That's what I personally believe. They were abominations. So 66 million years ago, whoever was charging them to mix and become abominations in the first place hit it with another meteorite, drove them all to extinction. This is what I personally believe. Now, of course, you don't have to believe that at all. That's just what I'm going to believe. They were an abomination. Dinosaurs were human abominations, or should I say Nephilim, maybe, right? In reality, it's all the same thing, us. We all came from the same place. No matter how you want to slice the pie, cook the cake, or dice the apple, we are all the same being. All of us are. So, next thing I want to say now, because this is still the video of me versus your Jesus, trying to get the true thoughts to rule out and destroy and or beat and or kick out the fake ones. Here's the next thought I want to throw at you real quick. The word personality. What does it define as? The word personality defines as a combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. A personality is the combination of qualities and characteristics that form an individual's distinctive character. The combination. Did you know? According to the actual truth of the world that we are all living inside of right now currently, everything that makes this world what it is, all the combinations thereof, or all the things and all the details of this world that make it what it is, did you know that is the sum of your personality? As always, you can believe whatever you want. But this entire reality, you in combination with it, that forms your individual distinctive character. So, does that mean your character is the galaxy? Or your personality, the characteristics and qualities that form your personality or for your distinctive character are that of the galaxy? Absolutely. You need to know these things. You're God, literally. Now see, subscribing to your Christian Jesus tells you to believe that turning the other cheek towards something that's trying to destroy you is a great idea. That's a lie. Turning the other cheek to what wants to intentionally, pointlessly destroy God is a lie. Like I said, I don't agree with all of your Jesus's teachings. I don't. Especially the one about turning the other cheek so they can smack the other side and then give them another cheek to smack that one. Well, the physical reality is infinite, not finite. So that means you're going to be giving them cheeks to smack every time forever. Now, see, when you sit up here and say things like Jesus teaches us to turn our infinite cheeks towards the enemy's hands to smack and smack and smack forever, knowing that the enemy will never get tired of smacking, then that just gives power to the enemy, doesn't it? That gives power to the enemy's capabilities over you, don't they? So that means they're all lies. And why are they lies? To give the enemy the power it needs to keep you bound to its hell. These words break you free from the enemy's hell. Think about it though. If your Jesus, according to Hebrews 13:8, is the same today as he was yesterday and will be forevermore, then that means your Jesus's instructions for you to exist and or live says, turn the other cheek today, tomorrow, and forevermore. So that means give this endlessly evil, this physically endless evil, everything physical is infinite. This physically evil entity, the ability to smack you on every cheek you turn to it for all the days of your lives. Stop doing it. Stop turning the cheek. Don't let the hand smack God, period. The true God, the cosmic God, galactic mental harmony. Galactic mental harmony or cosmic mental harmony. Know this, John chapter 14, verse 6, your Jesus said these words out loud. I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one cometh unto the Father but by me. No one does. What could he possibly mean? What could he possibly mean by that? That he is the right way to walk in for all the days of your lives. That he is the truth, knowledge of how to walk in this way. And the life. The person walking in truth. Knowledge, truth, life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. The way, grounds, the truth, what to do, the life, you. Why would you want to forevermore walk in a way that is trying to tell you it is the truth, that involves you constantly allowing the enemy to smack every cheek you possibly have to turn to it? And you have infinite cheeks. You have infinite cheeks for this enemy to smack. Don't let them smack one of them. Final notes before I close. So how do you know if you are serving the false Jesus versus the cosmic Jesus? How do you know if you're serving the Christian Jesus versus the cosmic Jesus? If you stand on the principles of darkness and death, which are of the left hand of the Son of Man, Matthew 25, verse 31 through 34, 36, or 31 through 41. If you stand on the left hand of the fathers, meaning the principles of death and darkness, or darkness and death, you will elicit the fruits of evil and insanity. But if you stand on the right hand, the way, John 14:6, of the Son of Man, not as a sheep, so to speak, but fused, one with the Father thereof, then you stand on the principles of light and life, truth and life, truth being the light, how to see what to do, the sun. The sun is the truth. The sun is the truth. Truth and life, or light and life. You will elicit from these grounds you stand on knowledge and righteousness. The true Jesus, or the cosmic Jesus, is the personality of knowledge and righteousness, or the personality elicitation of knowledge and righteousness, whereas the false Jesus, the religious Christian Jesus, or any other Jesus they try to give you from any of their religious texts outside of what the actual you, Christ Jesus, truly is, it will elicit that of darkness and death, or evil and insanity. You follow what I'm saying? In this battle here, righteousness eliminates evil. Knowledge eliminates insanity. But here's the thing though, if knowledge and righteousness are not being applied, knowledge, application, if they are not being applied, then evil and insanity will just simply cover it up. Cover what up? Knowledge and righteousness. And you will never be able to see what the truth is, or the light, or the knowledge, nor will you even know how to walk on the way, or what the way is, concrete on the ground. The first step towards seeing and or knowing, reawakening, tossing the seeds out here. The second step towards, what am I saying the second step towards this? The second step towards knowing how the King of Kings can protect you, knowing and or learning of. Have you ever wondered if you can learn of how the King of Kings actually protects you from insanity and evil? Have you ever thought about learning that? Have you ever thought about learning how the King of Kings can protect you or bring you awareness of the grounds of darkness and death so you won't walk on them? You ever thought about maybe how you can learn that? This is how. Just by me saying the words. And secondly, you accepting them. Third, resurrection. Get ready to apply them. Fourth, actually apply them and succeed with them. By their fruits, you'll know them. What type of fruits does an immoral tree bear? What type of fruits does a moral tree bear? It should be self-explanatory. Evil and insanity are what immoral trees bear. Knowledge and righteousness are what moral trees bear. Or if you even want to trick it around and look at the word, how it's spelt, I-M-M-O-R-A-L, I'm moral. It's all tricked into grammar. This is why I said, to pick the right side is to trust in the spirit and respect in the soul. Your spirit and your soul, you, they're both you. The spirit just so happens to be the physical infinite reality itself. And the soul just so happens to be going through the spirit to be in reality. Or to be in itself. Next thing I want to say. In order for you to win, or in order for the cosmic Jesus to win this battle inside of you, know of them. The words out here to teach you about them. Accept them. Accept what the words have told you in regards to who and or what the true cosmic Jesus truly is. Third, resurrection. It's like a fusion process, in other words. The acceptance is the fusion. And once you accept it, you begin to apply it. Because once you accept the techniques, you will essentially be obligated to apply the techniques thereof, if this makes sense to you. And then establishment, the final part. 4, you are the standard to set. You are the standard to set. These are the things, these are the ways you are going to be living by. Not by the ways of the Christian Jesus, turning the cheek to your enslaver, who wants to just keep on striking you forever. Threw that little word in there so that you would. Just like Galatians 5:16-26. One of the fruits of the Spirit is not long-suffering. One of the fruits of the Spirit is not long-suffering. That is another lie. It's another lie they put in there because evil wants good to suffer forever. Evil is always trying to rise up on the backs of good. Always. Evil cannot even exist without destroying good. It just can't do it. And those who are embodying or the vessels of the good energy thereof, evil that has its bodies coerced and its vessels taken from the nature of the good, consistently, endlessly tell the evil and insanity to cover it up and or lie about it. Think about it. If you know lies, you don't know truth. Therefore, the truth is covered up. And without the truth, you won't be able to see how to utilize the way properly. Without the truth, you will not be able to see how to utilize the way properly. Cosmic Jesus versus your Christian Jesus, or me versus your Jesus Christ. I win by ensuring you first hear these words, by also trick talking you into accepting it. But once you accept it, you're actually going to see why it was necessary for you to accept in the first place. Full awareness of the situation you are currently in. What's going to happen when you gain awareness of the situation you are currently in? You're going to see who's doing the wrong thing in it and who's doing the right thing in it. You're going to see what's the wrong thing in it and what's the right thing in it. You're going to see where's the wrong thing in it and where's the right thing in it. And if these words are being pushed out here properly, to seed your mind, heart, psyche spaces properly and thoroughly thereof, and begin to plant reincarnation, when you resurrect, you will make the decision to stop, end, and or destroy or kill what is evil and wrong in your spiritual space. But those choices, that decision, that moment right there will be up to you. For me personally, I'm just going to keep destroying the grounds that this fake white Jesus of yours has created. But who created the fake white Jesus? John 3:16, huh? John 3:16, for God so loved the earth that he sent his only begotten son to be killed in it. If your God loved the earth so much, the way it claims, then why did your God send his only son to die in it? Did your God want us to see Jesus dying or something? Is that what it was? Was he really eager to see his son die in his own world? Can you answer any of those questions? They're just questions. They ain't trying to attack you, just being asked. I subscribe to a cosmic Jesus. You all subscribe to a Christian Jesus. My Jesus, my Yahweh Shai, my Yahweh Shai. Omnipresent. Yours, fairy tale. You can believe whatever you want though. The metaphysical is omnipresent, whereas the physical is infinite. The word character defines as the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. The mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. Last note, then I'm going to close the video out. Your mental prowess are omnipresent, whereas your moral qualities are infinite. Morals are the measurement of emotions. The mentality are the measurement of ego. Your mentality measures human ego, whereas your morals measure human emotions. You only got a fake one and a real one, or a good and a bad one. You choose the energy you wish to manifest into this world. Do you want to put knowledge and righteousness into this world, light and goodness into this world, or do you want to put death and destruction into it? Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.